Hey everybody, Dallas again with Chaos Fragrances. Today we're back with another video. This time we're going to be taking a look at my summer starting lineup for this year. So these starting lineup videos, for those of you who aren't aware, kind of give you a general idea of what I'm going to be wearing for each different type of situation in summertime. So we're going to have casual fragrance, formal fragrance, date fragrance, so on and so forth. Basically just kind of giving you a rundown of what I'm going to be wearing for different situations. So this is going to be separate from my top 10 list that I'm going to be releasing in probably about a month from now or so. This is just kind of what I like to release before that to give you kind of a sneak peek of what I'm going to be wearing. So that way you can get an idea, you can start picking some stuff up for yourself if you would like to. And then, like I said, in about a month from now, I'll release my actual top 10 list. I might split it up this year, so I might do a list for designer, I might do a list for niche, just kind of keep them separately. We'll see, I haven't really decided yet. So let's go and get this started. We're going to start with my signature fragrance. That is Roja Parfums Elysium. So you've been hearing a lot of talk about Elysium lately on my channel. One of my favorites for summertime, and this is going to be my signature scent. This is one that I plan on wearing quite a bit of. It has this nice citrus vetiver combination. It smells fantastic. It works really, really well in the high summer heat. It's just a really, really great scent. One of my favorites of all time, and I love wearing it in the summertime and the springtime. And this is one that I'm going to be wearing in just about every situation here in the summertime. Just kind of as my signature scent, like the title implies, just about for anything, and I'm going to be reaching for it a lot as well. Like I mentioned already, this has been getting a lot of attention lately. If you have yet to try this one out, I highly recommend you grab a sample of it or something along those lines and try it for yourself, because it's really, really amazing stuff, worth trying. It does catch a little bit of hate. People are saying it's generic and, way too expensive for what it is. To me though, there is a lot about this fragrance that differentiates it from a lot of the other fragrances out there. It gets compared to Ventus, it gets compared to Bleu de Chanel. It is completely different than those. It is kind of in the same scent category, but in terms of how they smell, it smells almost nothing like those. That's just kind of how it goes. This has grapefruit in it, so it gets compared to Bleu de Chanel. This has blackcurrant in it, so it gets compared to Aventus. It's kind of one of those situations. People try to draw these comparisons wherever they can, but in all honesty, it's really nothing like those scents, other than the fact that it is kind of in that same super versatile, super mass-pleasing category. So this is my signature scent, Elysium. Like I already said, if you haven't tried this one, I highly recommend you try this one out. It's really, really nice stuff. For my casual fragrance, I have Dior Homme Cologne. So I believe this is actually my casual fragrance in my summer starting lineup last year, and I'm keeping it here in this one. I'm not going to change it at all, just because, in my opinion, one of the best casual scents for summertime, designer and niche, hands down, is this one. I actually uploaded a full review on this one not too long ago, so you can check that out for more information. This is just an incredible scent. People kind of compare it to a nice cold glass of lemonade, or that smells like that anyway, and I would have to agree, you do kind of get that type of smell from it. Just very cooling, refreshing. It's very citrusy, a little bit sweet and musky. It just smells incredible. Really, really good stuff for really, really hot days in the summertime. This has a very cooling, refreshing quality to it, to where, if you're outside in the heat and you spray this one on, it's just going to cool you down. It's going to refresh you a little bit, and it's just really, really good stuff. Perfect for a casual day wearing a white t-shirt and shorts. I really wouldn't reach for anything else other than this fragrance. Can't really beat this in terms of a casual summer scent. Really, really nice stuff. One of my all-time favorites. So for my work fragrance, I'm choosing Prada Carbon, or Prada Luna Rossa Carbon. So this is another one I've recently published a review on. You can check that out for more information. This, in my opinion, is a more refined, mature, and just more well-polished version of Dior Sauvage. Pretty much all of you guys out there watching this know what Sauvage smells like. You can probably hear the name and just picture it in your head. And if you haven't smelled Carbon yet, just imagine Sauvage a little bit sweeter and without that really sharp metallic note. That is essentially what you get here. If I had to compare this to Sauvage, I would say it leans more towards the Eau de Parfum version. Like I said, it's a little bit sweeter, a little bit less sharp, and the lavender in this is a little bit more prominent. Overall, this is just a more well-rounded version. In my opinion, this is just a perfected version of that DNA. It smells incredible. Doesn't quite perform as good as Sauvage, but it still performs fine for what it is. There's no need for it to be a super strong beast mode fragrance like Sauvage is. This stuff gets the job done really well. Smells incredible, very high quality. It doesn't really come across synthetic smelling like Sauvage tends to do. Just a really, really nice scent, and it's going to be my work fragrance, so Prada Luna Rossa Carbon. So, before we jump into my formal spot, I got some good news, guys. I've been doing a lot of research lately, and I was able to find a source where I could get a lot of really, really good deals on designer and niche fragrances. All of them are brand new. All of them are obviously 100% authentic, and I have a lot of the inventory listed on my website. If you head on over to chaosfragrances.com, those of you who have been to the website before, it's going to look completely different. Like I said, I'm carrying a bunch of new fragrances. I have a lot of them listed on the website now. I still got some work to do to list some more of them, but I'm really trying my best to make these prices really competitive. One of the questions I get asked the most is, where's a good place to buy fragrances? People are, wary of discounters and, Facebook groups and eBay. And a lot of times people will ask me if I'm selling bottles, just from my own collection or just in general. But now I have a good source where I can get these at really competitive prices and offer them to you guys. I've got Dior fragrances, Prada fragrances, Bond No. 9 fragrances, so on and so forth. Like I said, they're all priced extremely competitively, so go check out the website. If anything interests you, you can pick them up. Like I said, I've been working on this for a while now. I've been looking around for good sources that offer, good prices and things like that. And I finally found one, so I'm excited to offer them to you guys. So for those of you who have been wanting to pick up bottles, but you're kind of unsure of where to go, and you're not trusting, going on eBay or going on Facebook and the discounter prices, some of them prices can be a little bit high on discounters, to go check out the website, go browse through. I think there's like 4 pages right now of stuff you can look at and just see what you like. So with that out of the way, let's go and jump back into this. So for my formal fragrance, I have Xerjoff 40 Knots. This is a newer acquisition into my collection here within the past month or two. This stuff is really, really nice, a very complex marine scent. This is not at all what I was expecting to smell. I was hearing a lot of talk about this one for the longest time. I never really got around to getting a sample, and I couldn't find a bottle of it for a good price until I eventually found this bottle of it right here. And I'm glad I was able to find a deal on this one because this stuff is really, really nice. Not at all what I was expecting. I was expecting it to be more fresh, more aquatic, but this stuff is actually a little bit more sweet. It has a lot of depth. It's a little bit more woody as well. It's got this warm quality to it. Just very, very different compared to a lot of the marine scents out there. This stuff goes in a completely different direction. It's very classy. It's very upscale. It smells like a very refined gentleman's fragrance, and typically you don't really get that from marine fragrances. I never thought that I'd be putting a marine type of fragrance in the formal category, just because generally they're very fresh, they're very light, they're very summery, they're very casual smelling. But this stuff right here, there's something about it that's very unique. It's very different. It goes in a completely different direction. Like I said, it just has a very mature and dressed up smell to it. Really, really nice stuff, tons of depth, and it smells incredible. So any sort of dressed up events I'm going to be going to, I'm probably going to be wearing this one. This stuff is incredible. Really, really nice stuff. It is Xerjoff 40 Knots. For my date fragrance, I'm going to be wearing Baccarat Rouge 540. So this stuff is a very, very nice scent. It's got this nice transparent light smell to it, but at the same time it's also extremely strong. This is an eau de parfum, and it's a very, very strong fragrance. Projects really, really good and lasts over 12 hours on my skin. So performance, it is, like I said, very, very good, but it does still have this light, airy, transparent quality to it, to where it does work okay in the spring and in the summer, in my opinion. Some people may disagree. Some people may say it's more of a fall and winter scent. For me personally though, I like to wear this one in the summertime. It works good for me, and it will be a great date fragrance as well. At first my girlfriend didn't like this one on me, but now she's coming around to it, which is good news because this is one of my favorite scents, and this is the one I'm going to be picking for a date fragrance. It just smells really, really nice. It's one that you would want to get closer to smell it when you smell it off with someone. So as my date fragrance, Baccarat Rouge 540. On to my night out fragrance, I'm going with Creed Aventus. Of course, I had to sneak Aventus in this list somewhere. In my opinion, Aventus is a summer fragrance. Hands down, it's a summer fragrance to me. It's a spring fragrance to me. I wear this one all year round, from warm summer days to below freezing temperatures in the winter time. It just works for every situation, hands down. But if I had to pick which season this is for, In my opinion, you can't beat Aventus in the summertime. There's something about when this heats up on your skin from the sun when you're outside, it really just pops, it really sparkles, and it smells incredible. So this will be my night out scent for any sort of events I'm going to in the evening. This is the one I'm going to be wearing. It does just have a very nighttime appeal to it as well, but it can also be worn during the day. It's got that nice citrus, but a little bit of a musky woodiness as well, good for the nighttime. I don't have to explain how this smells or anything like that. Everyone knows by now, but this is my night out scent, Creed Aventus. And this is batch 16K11 for those who care. On to the last category. This is my high performance outdoors fragrance. So I had a couple in mind when I was thinking of what I wanted to put here. And again, this is the same as what was on my list last year. That is Invictus Aqua 2016. So this stuff is incredible. One of my favorite summer scents. This stuff is an absolute beast mode fragrance, especially being that it is an aquatic scent. This lasts on my skin for an extremely long amount of time. It projects strongly as well. It's just hard to beat. I was thinking about putting Bulgari Aqua Atlantique in this spot, but I wanted to stick with this one just because I love this scent. Just one of my favorites for summertime. So guys, that's going to do it for this video. That is my summer starting lineup. Let me know down below what you're going to be wearing for these types of situations, and that's going to do it for me, guys. So if you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss a night post. That's it for me, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.